When Frankfurt was rising in the mid-90s, many people in Europe said that London was doomed. The European Central Bank was going to Frankfurt, the German banks were really healthy, they were doing well. It was the end of London. London will be over, it will be a satellite, a hub of Frankfurt by 2005. That didn't happen, but Frankfurt has done very well as well over the last 10 years. Today, both London and Frankfurt enjoy some good success as a financial centre, whatever the crisis, and London remains the gateway to the European Union. This is an example of two financial centres in the region coexisting and enjoying a degree of specialisation. For those of you who have a less optimistic view of Hong Kong's future, I want you to look at that map of the United States. You have not just got New York City in the US, you've got a whole host of international specialist financial centres, from Boston in San Francisco in asset management, Chicago in commodities, Latin American finance hub in a neutral territory in Miami. I haven't put Houston for energy finance. I haven't put Los Angeles for private equity for high-tech industries. The United States has a whole host of niche domestic and international financial centres. China is not just going to have one or two financial centres. Hong Kong, you have the advantage right now. You've got the skills, you've got the experience, you've got the infrastructure, and you have the international connections. So, here's my big idea, which I'm sure and I hope you've heard before. I'm going to suggest it's up to you guys in Hong Kong, to lead the way with China. You've got to think less about Shanghai as competition. You've got to think more about Shanghai as partners. And this is for the greater good of the whole of China. In a decade's time, I'm going to be very surprised if Shanghai has not developed a strong international capability. But equally, I'm going to be very surprised if it was only at the expense of Hong Kong. And as an outsider, my perspective is that it's almost inconceivable that in other niche mainland financial centres, these financial centres will develop. It is not just going to be Shanghai. And these niche financial centres, as well as partnering Shanghai, as well as offering the hand of friendship and partnership to Shanghai and helping them to develop in tandem their international offering with Hong Kong can partner with these niche regional financial centres as well. But you guys in Hong Kong are going to have to make it happen. You can't be passive here. So, coming almost to the end. If you would allow me to return to where we started, my brilliant, amazing student dissertation, which thank goodness is not on the internet, so you can't look it up afterwards and have a good laugh at it. Perhaps I can paraphrase. At the time I studied for that dissertation, it was one country, two systems. Perhaps I can paraphrase this from that 1990s, not one country, two systems, into today, for international financial centres in China, one country, many financial centres.